I'd like to start this video off with a story. Many, many years ago, there was a little girl and her mother, and they went to an outlet store that was next to a large department toy store. And this small little outlet store had lots of leftover toys or toys that wouldn't sell. And it was cheaper to buy toys there. And so the little girl browsed through all of the toys, looking for the perfect one to take home. And she found it. She found the perfect dolls. She fell in love with them almost instantly. But she fell in love with two of them. They were the same type, but she wanted them both. And like the good woman that her mother was, she agreed. And so the little girl took both dolls to the cash register. And the cashier was an older white woman. And she looked at these two dolls and looked at the mother and the daughter and kind of frowned in a strange way and said, "Are you sure you want the black doll?" The little girl didn't quite understand or care what was going on. In her mind, she was getting two dolls that were beautiful and different, and she couldn't wait to get home with them. And her mother shook her head fiercely and was trying all she can to quietly and secretly shut the woman down. But the little girl kind of noticed and remembered. But there was no further incident. They bought the dolls and they went home. And the little girl named the white doll Rose. And the little girl named the black doll Melody. And she proclaimed them sisters, twins. If you can't tell, that little girl was me. I was probably under the age of 9, 7 to 8 maybe. So these dolls are over 23 years old. I named those dolls sisters, twins. They weren't just friends, they were twin sisters. That little girl didn't understand racism. She didn't get it. She didn't understand it. She just saw two dolls that were different, yet the same, and they were beautiful. Children don't understand what's wrong with the adults. Children don't understand racism. They don't get it. And I guarantee they think it's stupid. That little girl did not care that she was getting something that wasn't right according to all of her fellow white people. She just saw beauty in both places. Now, I'm not telling this story to say, oh, look how great baby Anthe was, and she was not a racist. No. I'm just, as an adult, look back and know the feelings of that little girl. And that little girl was excited to have two beautiful dolls. Two beautiful, different dolls. And that little girl decided that they were sisters, that they were twins, that they were family. And that is what we need to do now. Racism needs to end. It's 2020. Why isn't it over? Why is racism still a thing? I don't get it. That child part of me doesn't understand, doesn't get it, that other people can still be racist. What the heck is wrong? I am appalled and hurt and furious on behalf of my fellow Black brothers and sisters, because that's who they are to me. I think it's time to understand like a child again. It's time to have that childlike understanding that racism is stupid and racism needs to not be in the hearts of those who are supposed to protect us. Racism should not be in our leaders. They should not be on the police force. They should not be in the Senate. They should not be our governors, our mayors, our presidents. Racism should not be a thing in our leaders. Because if our leaders are doing that, I look at these dolls and I see something beautiful. And I wish that beauty was here. And that we didn't have a long way to go to fix it, but we do. It's time to change. I know that I am not perfect. I know that I say or do stupid stuff when it comes to race, but my heart is in the right place and I try, and I don't want to say those types of things or think those things or do those things. And I want a better future. So let's change. Black lives matter. They matter very much. It's time to think and understand like a child, because racism is stupid. It's ludicrous. It's horrible. And it needs to end. Until next time. Bye.